Welcome to my presentation thingamajig on ethical and unethical practices. So I'm going to start off about as far off topic as I can, because I'm cool like that. So to begin with, communism. Yeah, off topic. It's a term you're all familiar with. It means that there is no boss in this political system. Instead, the entire country is ruled by the people, in essence, or at least that was the theory of it. Even things like public land and public transport, such as buses, trains, and aeroplanes, were owned by the people who used them. Everybody had proportionately equal pay, and everyone was happy for a time, up until the whole, oops, we kind of got a dictator who's like a really, really big boss. Like, we're talking Dr. Egghead here. And he is completely mental. Our country has become a spiral of doom and death and madness and despair and lack of hope and awfulness, and we hate it. Communism did not work. I needed to tell you about that in order to talk to you about the next thing, which is capitalism. Nowadays, most of the world is capitalist. This just means that everything is owned by private bosses who determine how much people are paid, as opposed to, no boss or one big boss. Take, for example, Nike. Actually, no, don't take Nike. Who cares about Nike? I'm going to talk to you about maths. I like maths, I don't care if you don't. This is a binary tree. There's a big boss at the top. This can be Nike if you want. He's the main boss. Down below, we have the world HQs. Below them, the factory owners. Of course, there are more than 2 to 1 thing, but this is a binary tree, base 2. We count in twos. Below them are the workers. Each layer's pay is determined by the layer above it, which means that the workers are getting the bad end of the deal, having to go through 2 more people before it gets to them. This means that there are some really fantastic factories out there. Watch as I try to draw a thumbs up. Yeah, that's right. They employ adult workers and give them adequate working conditions. They're paid a fair living wage, i.e. a wage that they can live off, basically. Unfortunately, there are also really terrible factories. This is even harder than the thumbs up. Ugh, why did I do this? Yeah. There we go. They employ children and make them work long hours in awful working conditions that are hot and just generally unsafe. They're paid almost nothing. This is where capitalism kind of breaks down. All over the world, this is embarrassing, this is geography, I should be able to draw the globe. Africa. What is, never mind, Australia is just a lump. And Europe and Asia, India, yep, got India. Around, and Great Britain is now huge. Okay, there are laws all over the world that try to enforce how people can be paid, how long they have to work, the working laws. Unfortunately, they're only really properly enforced in Western cultures, America, Europe, Australia, and some parts of Asia. In third world countries, or less economically developed countries, this isn't as common. Workers can be forced to go on the pill to stop them from getting pregnant, which means that employers don't have to pay maternity leave. It saves them money and time. People are often told who to talk to. They can't talk to the press. They can't tell anyone about what goes on inside the factories. Do you hear the people singing the song of angry men? Or sometimes they're threatened with even worse. Obviously, we like the nice factories, the ethical ones, but it's hard to know which ones your clothes are made by. To check, an internet search is the best way forward. Try www.labourbehindthelabels.com.